Hey.
Hi.
1.8 Intro to Equations.
This is getting to the real deal stuff.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. What's that?
Um,
Looks very weird.
Squint, guys.
Squint. Okay. So we're going to classify equations. An equation is a mathematical sentence that uses an equal sign. You can see the word equa in the word. So equation has an equal sign. Opposite of that would be an expression. Doesn't have an equal sign. So we are going to look at open equations here and decide if they are true, false, or open. Okay?
Perfect.
Okay. So an open equation or an open sentence is if it has one or more variables.
Right.
So number A, is this true, false, or open? Is 17 plus 9 equal to 19 plus 6?
Well, what's 17 plus 9?
26, right? And then equals 25? Wrong, so false.
So you would say that does not equal and then false.
Okay?
And then when you explain, guys, this is explaining it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Easy peasy.
Okay, number B,
4
4 times 11 equals 44. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 times 11 is 44. So that's me explaining, and I say true.
Awesome. Okay, now C,
True, false, or open.
3x minus 1 equals 17. I can solve the equation
Mm-hmm. But it's open,
because
Yeah.
it has a variable.
so you just say open.
In our definition, an equation is an open sentence if it contains one or more variable. Because it has one variable, we're good.
Yep.
Now, it doesn't say that we had to solve it. All we had to say was open.
Got it.
Okay, so there we go. Now, can you determine whether an open equation like the one in part C is true or false? Well, you certainly can. I mean, it's going to be true. You can
Yeah.
solve the equation
Right.
for whatever x is equal to.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
No.
I guess it says no. What does the rest of it say? Oh, without knowing the value of the
Right.
variable. So
There
that's
we
what
go.
I just said.
That's what we were saying.
If you find the value, then you can, anyway, move on. Okay.
Okay.
So identify solutions of an equation. A solution of an equation containing a variable is a value of the variable that makes the equation true. So basically, what is that x going to be equal to make it true? So it's asking, is x equals 5 a solution to the equation? Well, if I plug and chug and I put
Plug and chug here.
5 into my equation where x is, am I going to get 16? So 16 equals 4 times 5 minus 4.
Minus 4.
So that's 20 minus 4 equals 16.
Yeah.
So this is a true solution. So yes, it is a solution. Yay. Okay.
This is your work.
That's the work that you
Okay.
have to show.
Awesome.
Okay, question at the bottom. Why do you multiply the 4 and the 5 prior to subtracting the 4? Well, we should know that that's order of operations.
Order of operations.
What is that? Oh, order of op.
Order
Ooh.
of operations.
I love it.
Oh.
All right, writing an equation. An art student wants to make a model of a classroom. The length of the classroom is 2.4 times its width. Okay, so we're going back to writing those, algebraic expressions.
Mm-hmm.
The length of the student's model is 42 inches. What should the width of the model be? So 2.4 times its width. The length needs to be 2.4 times 42, right?
I'm sorry.
So does it need to be 2.4 times 42? Since the width, okay, let me read it again. The length of the classroom is 2.4 times its width. There we go. Awesome.
So length is equals 2.4
times the width. Now, the length is 42, so isn't it going to be 42 equals?
Mm-hmm. So length equals 42.
So I'm going to plug in 42 where L is.
Exactly. So you just take this and plug it in here.
So my equation is going to be 42 equals 2.4 times width. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't.
So then when you get down here, guys, you don't need that dot anymore because remember in algebra we simplify everything.
When a letter and a number are touching, that's what that means.
Okay.
Then you solve 42 divided by 2.4.
How do I get W alone?
Divide, because right now it's multiplied. So undo it. Cancel.
So I'm going to switch my W to this side. Remember, W is always on the left. There we go.
42 divided by 2.4. 17.5. And that is one of my answer choices.
And notice, if this wasn't an ABC, you would have to put your label
Cool. Okay.
on it.
All right, using mental math to find solutions. So ultimately you're just kind of thinking your way through it. So
Yep.
what is the solution of each equation? Use mental math. So in number A, x plus 7 equals 13. If I work backwards, I can do 13 minus 7,
Mm-hmm.
which we're not using mental math before writing it down.
I know.
But that's okay. You don't need to worry about
Yeah,
it.
just show your work. I mean,
So yeah, just do it.
Whatever.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 6.
6. Manipulatives, use them.
Mm-hmm. All right, number B, something divided by 6 equals 12.
Mm-hmm. So x is being divided by 6.
So I know it's going to be a number larger than both 6 and 12.
Right.
So,
So I have to undo division.
multiply. So 12 times 6. What is 12 times 6?
Big one.
72?
Use your calculator, guys. Right? As long as you're showing work.
Mm-hmm. Double check my work. 72 is right.
Done.
Okay. How can you see if a solution is correct? Plug and chug.
Plug and chug.
Substitute it back in. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
All right, what is the solution of 3n plus 5 equals 26? Use a table. So what they've done here is they've given us values to solve for. We're going to plug and chug. So we're going to plug in 5 for n, just like so. And then we're going to find the value of that. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 5 is 20,
Perfect.
and so on and so forth. We're going to unclick these boxes, and you can copy it in or you can fill it in on your own.
So again, the 5 changes because that's the in value. So it goes to a 6. Next box goes to a 7.
And then we're going to solve.
There we go.
All right,
What's this telling us?
n equals 7. The ultimate
Oh,
was
yeah.
which
Which
when
one's
does it
26?
equal 26?
There you go.
Okay, let's keep going. Same song and dance here. Estimate a solution. So what is an estimate of the solution? Use a table. Again, limitations of using a table, you may have to be guessing and checking a lot.
Right, right. And so with this, it says estimate. Notice how we don't know where we're going to start with x. So you can start with 12, you can start with 1. It's your call.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm seeing, okay, -6 has to be multiplied by something to get up to 21.
So
I
I'm
would-
not going to start with like 2.
Right,
I need to start with most likely a negative number.
right, because a negative times a negative is a positive.
Mhm.
Okay, so a negative, well, yeah, because -6 times -2 would be a positive 12 plus 4.
That's not
it's
even close to 21.
Right.
So we're going to need to start with something a little bit lower. They are starting with -1.
Well, we didn't.
We did, well, maybe because once we get up to 2
Yeah.
and 3, then we're going to find the
We're
answer.
showing you.
Okay,
So here, yes, they started with -1.
plug and chug. Again,
Not close.
not close at all.
So you up the ante and you move on up.
Now we're doing 2, -2 times
Close.
6. We already know that's not even close.
Right.
That gave us 16. Let's try
Again.
-3. -3 times -6 is
18.
positive 18 plus 4 is 22. So I know that my x in that is going to be somewhere between 2 and 3.
-2 and -3.
I'm sorry, it's -2
You're
and
good.
-3. Okay.
Perfect.
Hey, we
Look
got
at
it
that.
right.
Okay.
Okay, how can you verify that an equation is true? That's your summary. Come to class tomorrow. We want to hear you talk about it. All right, see you on the flip side.
Later.